Hi, guys. Welcome to our Super Wednesday. It's me, Misha. Let me just pop out our YouTube chat so that YouTube people can ask their questions too. Um, let's see what the market there. This this stock is on its moon cycle. Doesn't know what it wants to do, and it's just like moody, and it's just like I don't know. It's just can't decide where he wants to go. And I mean it in a general neutral way. I'm very affected by the full moon, by the way. And like I start freak out and I start being jumpy, grumpy, edgy, and I need to get out of town and have some Mishka time. And I always joke I'm on my moon cycle. So Dr. Pepper is on its moon cycle. Doesn't know what it wants to do. So now officially and hourly change the direction again. But there is no volume and there is some volume here. I still believe in this volume. So we'll just okay. Okay, you decide what you want to do. HSBC in the test of the spring now, so nothing new here. Air products grinds higher and I moved 1/3 to monthly level. So I'll still take 2/3 of my take profit of my position at 1 to 2 risk to reward below 0.5, and I moved 1/3 to 3 to 9. So yeah, this guy we don't want. Like I don't want to do nothing with this stock no more for now. I just want to get out into money. What was this alarm? What a fun. It's technically in a short impulse, but I like this volume like a lot. Not the biggest volume in 0.5, like below 0.5, but I mean still in the range. This is all tested. This is all tested. Yeah, so there's pretty much not up till here, and this is yeah, like there's nothing for investment trade, and this will. You see if can we see it like this? Can be the case. Just like didn't give us like a single bullish bar in between. Can we see it like this? Abso-freaking-lutely. This biggest volume still be counter trend on monthly. I'll put it back because not to violate my rule, but yeah. But then if you see it like this, then we should really look at it like this. And that's what I did. Up thrust, boom. But it's okay for so now like monthly and daily coincides. What I like about United States stocks, like stock market, that hey, is that oh no, is that the what? Okay, is that volume like VAR volumes make a lot of sense, like make more sense than in crypto. In crypto, like you can, oh hey, what's going on there? Someone wrote me. How do I like site settings? Oh no, I want to make like I don't hear any sounds when someone's. Hey, hello. Have you seen second mail? Oh my gosh. Uh, yeah. I did the second mail, but I didn't reply to it yet. And once I have a chance, I will. But I think I asked you something and I didn't get the response mm, in your reply. I'll take a look. Yeah, there is no reason to remind me at this point. I think I asked you for the pricing and I didn't get nothing back. Not for the pricing, but for what exactly how it will help my channel. But yeah, once I have more spare time, I'll give you some feedback on your email. Don't worry about it. But thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Um, so yeah, I don't know. There's like two ways to see it. Um, yeah, but unfortunately, you replied something that was not in tone with. I don't want to like spend my time right now on this, but like whatever you replied, man, is not really what I asked. So, um, you're offering some service, and I'm not clear how it's gonna help me. So, um, yeah, maybe it's a good idea to revise your reply uh, and give me something to work up, some numbers or something, so that I can understand how it can help me. Because now you're offering a services, and it's not clear how it's gonna improve uh, my life or my channel. So yeah, back to the stocks. Um, if to be very like specific and play by the book, that's what's going on. But also, and by the way, this level doesn't exist no more. Another way to look at it would be no, there was like to be yeah, that's what happened. It tries to change the directionality. Uh, it tried a little long here, but it didn't go. Uh, how do I make this reply? Yeah, that's the shortest, the narrowest I can do it. Um, hmm. The YouTube chat like window doesn't get narrow. But yeah, man, once again, to your email, like I recommend you if you want to like to be productive and that follow up, just go revise and like look for. Like, I don't want to get into details right now and get distracted, but look specifically for what I was asking. I was like, I replied to you some certain questions, and I took a look at what you replied, and it didn't look to me that it had an answers I was looking for. So I, mm, kind of put it in a long term task. Like that's how I operate. I get something, and if it's urgent or like important, like urgent, and or if it's like something that I can reply and react immediately, I always do. I always do my best to reply. But if I don't see that counterpart is being productive with me, I'll just okay. I'll still be like nice, polite, and I'll reply, but I'll just it's not urgent now because I need to use my um memory, second memory, my long memory, like my long cognitive process to process all that and get us out of the rabbit hole that the counterpart is taking us into. If it makes sense, I hope it does. Lockheed Martin is now in this balance, short balance, by the way. So it comes to it tries to break through. Uh, well, thank you for your observation. No, I wouldn't call it overthinking. There is like two memories we have. We have fast memory, quick memory, and long memory, slow memory, quick and long. So whenever something is comprehensive, digestible, um, and easy to react, we can do it. Like I can do it with my quick thinking, you know. So I can reply within like a minute or so. Yes, no, of course, let's do it. No, I'm not interested. But if something is like less comprehensive or more difficult, then I need to analyze it, and then I need to activate my um, long thinking. Um, and it takes more time and it takes more mental effort. So I need to free up some time to like sit and think, really analyze like what's been offered in your particular case, how it can like help me, like do I need it, um, how it's going to affect my budgets if you're selling me something and you are, and like if you as the seller don't give me a good like fast digestible info, then I have to activate my long thinking, and spend time and do what I essentially think is your job as a seller. So yeah, I wouldn't call it overthink. I would call it two types of thinking we have. Um, yeah, it actually looks not bad for the short. I mean, I wouldn't short it here anyways. It's in point 0.5, so it's accumulating. But like, yeah, I cannot do nothing with the stock unless it goes down here. Uh, um, I would more so say, Shop, that your sales pitch is not clear, um, for me, for my taste. So I cannot do like a fast decision based on your pitch. And I would put it on your side because you are proactively trying to sell me something rather than uh, I'm trying to buy from you something. So that's my evaluation of the situation, if you ask me. And technically, it's doing this here. It did one like correction bar, but if it breaks it with no volume, and yeah, so technically, like to be super technical, it's kind of in this situation here, super, uh, super narrow. We'll see how like we need this bar to form and the reaction bar to form, and then we can carry out our evaluation. Yeah, went without us, unfortunately. It's okay. We'll continue watching it. See, like it kind of like I'm not subscribed to the New York Stock Exchange like direct data, so they supply me through this CBOX, and I don't understand how it works. But you see how my level was. I'm pretty positive. Or oh no, maybe I moved it here. Yeah, you see what it did? Spring test, then close the day, and then it just gaps. So if I saw it during the day yesterday, I might have bought it here, but not anymore. Oh, hey Casey. Hey man, long time no see. How you been? How's the trading going? Um, yeah, let me finish with this stuff and I'll take a look at your setup. I'm kind of struggling to find any setups for myself. Um, and I'm not extremely proud of what I did last week. I did all right, and like I'm just, yeah, I'm thinking, gosh, again, we just saw it like on the other stock. What was the stock? Um, was it knee? It can't be an accident that there was no bullish bar for us to form the maybe that should have been a bullish bar. But then in this like range, yeah, GDDI. Is it GoDaddy? If it's GoDaddy, oh my gosh. I think they were doing some nasty stuff back in the day. I don't know if they still do or not, but like you would research your domain name, then you would go sleep on it, and then you'll return next day, and the domain would be already booked. All of a sudden, with some generic name. I'm not blaming them for anything. I'm just saying that, like, and there was a talk. People were talking about that online, and like I've noticed that thing happened to me a couple times too. Maybe it's just um, I can't blame them. Maybe it was just like unfortunate coincidence, but it happened to me, and it happened to a few of my friends who would report that too. So GoDaddy was known to track your search inquiries and register something um, to resell it to you later in terms of domain names. Mm. How like what was the name of the business? There was like a specific name for this business of resale, like registering called the domains, and yeah, and just then to resell them. And some people made like good money, um, just buying good domains with good like whoever bought like Coca-Cola.com uh, got instantly richer. um, I think they put a law back home. I don't know about here, but back home they eventually put a law which, yeah, GoDaddy. Um, yeah, eventually, like back home, they put a law that like if you have a registered trademark way before the domain was registered, you can claim your rights through court. And I don't know how they would handle it, but you're definitely not going to pay a crazy price for this domain because it's either you get it for free because it's your trademark or something. I'm not sure about here, but yeah, no, it was a big business. Like in the beginning of internet, did people just like registered and like registration was like what, like $10 a year or so, and they would have like hundreds, if not thousands. First, they started with all the brand domains, and then like all the domains that make sense in the language, like I don't know, travel.com, and all of, like of that. And yeah, GoDaddy. Once again, I cannot like officially blame them because they were never like I understand charged for it or investigated, but yeah, in internet community they were known to let you do your like search inquiries and then just register whatever you're inquiring, and then the next day you're like, oh hi, I have my generic name for my business. I have a generic name, and then you go and boom, all of a sudden it's already registered. And you need to buy it now for like few grand or so, depending on how they would also, the people who make this business, they would go just like see the frequency of the keyword in the Google, and they would just register in bulk anything that would make any sense. It's bullish. I'm just trying to estimate like which phase it is. It's like it's definitely in the long trend here. But Shop, if you're still there, I hope I didn't make you feel bad. Like once I've said, like I promise, I'll reply to your email. It's just like I'll need the time on that because there is nothing I could reply to you from the top of my head. Uh, Damn, you can call it an accident, I think. Not really, because it did respect this level, then it went lower. Oh yeah, and actually it went, yeah, like I mean it was kind of As I've said to them, it's moon cycle. uh, the stock got moody here. Gaudady didn't like here at all. It was like twisting and changing from long to short, confirmed short. Now it's in long again. So yeah, it's in a good. This is a weird volume. Like if anyone knows, let me know. But United States market, they do it often. They just like give the biggest volume of the wave. What happened here? Oh, and it was the 1st of September. Maybe something technical. First last day of the month. They are weird. Yeah, I don't know how to explain this volume really. So I think we can just disregard it. I don't like this volume for sure. It's not the biggest volume of the trend, but it's one of. Uh, uh, it's the yeah. I don't like this biggest volume is so high up here. It's not critical, but I would rather. Uh, this is still the biggest volume. Disregard this volume, like it's I don't know what is it, but this is the bigger volume still. So I would watch for this level, but this is the main level. So if it goes like corrects here, tests here, and like then bounces, I would trade it. I wouldn't because it doesn't pay dividend. Um, on daily. Um, hmm. Oh yeah, it's more like this. It doesn't matter. Uh, let's be like technical. Technical. I'm still coining this word for when you're like to system is like you gotta obey the rules of the system, but also market. I mean, system is mm, imperfect, and market is so different. So I would rather see it as the balance here. I think, but let's stay on the city because it doesn't really matter. Um, so yeah, it manipulated the T1 level, the resistance level of this long trend, and we need a reaction bar. Um, we need a reaction bar. Broke it with volume. So volume is here, which is also alarming. Um, yeah, so like yeah, it's in a long trend, both on monthly and daily, but you're entering this thing in the middle of the fight. And as you already know, I'm a pacifist. Um, I wait for I stay away from the fights. I let uh, the guys figure out who is winner and who is a loser, and then I enter in the direction of I join the winner against the loser. That's my jam. But considering GoDaddy and what they do and what they don't, it's interesting. Someone commented on HSBC that it's like very bad company and they sponsor terrorists and whatnot, like dirty money laundering. Uh, there is a moral, like everyone has their own moral compass of which, and like we're speculating anyways. So I leave it to the regulators to define which stocks are good, which companies are deserving to be on the American market and which are not. And if they are, I'll trade them. So yeah, I would wait for the fight to be over. So if this bar closes, I like it's 1 to 2. I don't see like this stock, the stop loss to do thing because I don't see how it protects you from anything because it's above the day level. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And we had this like big talk on the stop loss last Friday, I believe. So I don't see like that it protects you from anything. So it doesn't carry its um, function. The function of the stop loss is protect your position, so it's not hidden below any of the significant levels here. It's 2 to 1 risk to reward. That's good. It's in direction of the trend, both on monthly and daily. On monthly, it is in continuation of the trend. I'm a little bit worried about this volume. On daily, it's not yet. The directionality is long. However, to confirm that the stock broke into impulse phase out of this range, we need this day to close above. So if it closes above, then yeah, then this resistance is broken, and then we can look in continuation of the trend. And if this volume stays biggest, if this is a lower volume, then this becomes a resistance level, and then at least your stop loss, well, unreasonably like too low, below this like level, but at least you have something on daily to protect you. Yeah, that I think about all I can tell you about. Hourly doesn't make sense to you because it's just like your entries. You can't even call it a day. Yeah, it's more like playing of monthly. Yeah, it's more like a monthly setup. I'd rather see it like here when it comes like corrects, manipulates this level successfully, or better yet, like goes to the test of this. And for long trends, it's habitual to correct 2.5. Like short, like that's why they call short and long, because short goes fast and long goes like up, it goes long, because short is driven by fear, which is impulsive, and long is driven by greed, which is more, logical. So, or this correcting at least here. So yeah, once again, you're entering in direction of the strength, except for this bar needs to close, but I don't see you entering against direction of the weakness. And it doesn't show much strength. The other like thing against this stock, it's an all-time high. I mean, there is nothing in your way at all, which is good, but also after it breaks, you want to see the accelerate, you want to see spread to widen, because there is no, all the fight is gone here, and that was the historical volume. So that was the last point where it like potentially fought, where sellers were stepping in. So now there is no resistance no more, but it doesn't go. Spreads are narrow. So why does it not go? Where are the buyers? If there is no resistance, it should just fly. So like I would love to see it otherwise, to come like here to do like this type of accumulation, then violently break above and go like with corrections, but go. But it doesn't look like it. Like this volume was applied and stock didn't move. Look, similar volume on this volume, the stock moved like this spread. The price moved, this spread from friggin' 72 to 99, $26 or 2,600 ticks. It just like skyrocketed. And then like no resistance here, no seller pressure, and similar volume comes in and stock just doesn't move from 107 to 114. It did move like 700 ticks. So like what? 4 times less. So with the similar volume, it went like 1/4 of the distance that it went here. This is weird. Why? So I think there is a seller. I don't think I know there is a seller pressure here in the middle of nowhere. It's not like even buyers are not active because volume is here. So someone was buying, but also someone was supplying all this demand. And that concerns me. That's about all I can say about GoDaddy. Do you have anything else? I'm still mourning over Comcast, where I took only 0.6 of my R instead of full 2R that I could have taken. But it's the history, because just I changed my vision of the stock, and like I moved my changed my charting, which is okay. If you see like you've mistaken, you better fix it. We'll see if the Pepsi will do anything with this volume. Why is it like drawn like so weirdly? Does it come from hourly? Oh yeah, the untested portion of this. This is all tested. Yeah, so we'll see for Pepsi to it's 0.5. Yeah, there is stuff in its face. Um, I think that's all I have for today. Energy. Let's see energy. Mm, I also would rather call it like playing of monthly chart, which is like not within my system. It's okay. I wouldn't call it a daily setup for the GoDaddy. Technically, if I was to play from 1 month, then I would have used. It doesn't make no sense, but I would have used like a yearly chart as a superior time frame because we trade the probability of superior time frame, and then um, we go down in temporality to see the entry points, the setups, the trade setup. Okay, are you in this deal or is it a trade that you entered? Is it the same setup? No. 63. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stop loss, but stop loss is different. Is it the trade you're in? That was your original setup. Is it 82? So price target at 82. It's not 2-to-1 win ratio. It's like if you fix the stop to 53.50. Oh, now it's good. Now, yeah, okay, okay. So you fix your stop. That's good. Did you like? Are you in the trade? Uh, what I mean, the different ones. It's the same stock. We have been looking at it uh, somewhere in the past, several days ago. 5 days ago. But yeah, like, is it? Did you open this trade or did you not? Are you waiting for price to correct, go back to 63, or are you? Uh, did you enter here or not? Is my question. Um, this whole different stop loss. Yes, you're in the trade. So yeah, so that was your original idea with the that I had on my chart left, and now you just fix your stop. I understand. So the same take profit, same entry point. And once again, it's more of the monthly and continuation of the trend. Um, uh, this looks like awfully overextended to me, but it doesn't matter because it's like above all historical volume. It shows a good spread. With the lower volume, it looks like, yeah, there is nothing that like stands in the way of this stock. On hourly or daily, it breaks, so it needs to close above this volume. I don't like that the volume is already bigger, so that's a little alarming. That's your support level. That's your main support level. Your stop loss, I'd say, in a good position. It never manipulated this, but I'd say it's even safe to say on daily, give it something. Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, how deep can it spring? So if it breaks, if it grinds higher, you're good. So like if it closes above, then you just change your level to uh, this. It's gonna look like this. I don't like that the bigger volume is in the um, not in the jump over creek, but in the reaction bar, and like with the smaller spread. And again, it was jumping like from down below. So that's a little alarming, but it's okay because your setup is definitely like from the monthly chart, not from the daily. Still needs to happen. I think it will, um, but I'm no prophet. Oh, and by the way, it's not financial advice. Trade at your own discretion, of course. I need to do these disclaimers from time to time. Um, um, but yeah, all looks good. And unlike the previous stock that you showed me, you see, there is nothing in our face, and stock goes. Lesser volume, bigger spread. Yeah, it was like kind of slowing down here, and I would expect it like normally more likely than not to like reverse after it broke historical volume to correct it a little bit. But it's in a strong impulse. It didn't have enough weakness to correct. It just like slowed down for a little bit. Like that was like a micro accumulation campaign somewhere here. Yeah, accumulated just a little bit, corrected. That was all for correction on daily. Accumulated and went up. It's strong. I like that the bigger volume is still below us. So once it gives you the biggest volume on daily, I would start being concerned and like expected at least a correction. And like if it closes today with significantly bigger volume and a small spread, that would be also like a little alarming. So that would be a sign of possible correction on daily, which is all right. On monthly stop loss in the like middle of nowhere, it's not doing its job. It's not functional. Let's call it like it's non-functional stop because it doesn't really protect you. On daily, this level protects you, but it's not manipulated yet. You can only like see the protection when manipulation, when the fight happened at the level and there is a spring and you put it below spring. But even if it does go here springs, and then it's valid to say that below spring is your protection. And if it breaks and changes the directionality like it did here, that would be like the first sign of like the first alarm, which is all right too. You see how here it broke down below, accumulated and went higher, broke above and like went higher. So this break of this level would be like something to watch. And if it goes below zero point 0.5, if it doesn't bounce of zero point 0.5, that's yeah. So in this regard, on daily stop loss makes more sense. Um, yeah. As long as it stays above its zero point 0.5, I think you're good. Yeah, I think that's all I can tell you about energy. It goes your direction. It's in continuation of the trend. Um, yeah, looks good. Looks good. Um, looks good. Mhm. It's in a balance now. Yeah, we see it all across the board, strengths, weakness, but not within our rules to buy it from there. Mm. Sitting on your hands and being not in position is one most powerful skill you'll have to learn on the stock market. I guess most of the traders blow up their deposits in the boring environment when there's no real setups, and they start violating their own rules just to stay in the market, and that's how you blow up your deposit. This is something to watch. I want to get rid of the stocks already, but once again, like no point. I wanted to bounce and go high. Um, Plug, no point. Uh, it needs to decide. Yeah, if it breaks below, then I think it will be the time to close. And coin is going good. Yeah, man. If you have anything for me, Shop, if you're still here, I'll try to take a look at your letter like more carefully and give it some feedback. Gosh, maybe on the weekend because like my week is pretty congested. But yeah, once again, as a suggestion, if you want people to reply quick, answer their questions that they have for a business proposal, or you'll leave it to them to decide what they want to do with it. Um, yeah, let's take a look at your stock because I'm about to go for my morning motion, my jog, my breakfast, and everything. I still have a big day ahead of me. Also, I'm a little cautious because I'm filing my corporate taxes this week, and I'm still waiting for some people who didn't provide me documentation in the proper time. Okay, that was, yeah, like I think it's like here. Um, so yeah, I'm a little jumpy this week because of the corporate taxes. And also there was some flares on the sun, I've heard, and I can definitely feel it. People get like more grumpy, jumpy. You got to be more careful these days. It's like a full moon. Um, yeah, this is something like this. No, I don't like this stock in terms of it's just manipulating, and you cannot call it a balance. It was like yeah, it's still like meow meow meow. It was like moving every time. It was like doing a higher low, so at no point. Well, that was a balance, but then it broke above, and then again a higher low. So yeah, it kind of hurt my eyes to like see this stocks like when they go like teeny tiny like this. But yeah, you can't call it a balance, but it doesn't matter. So it's still technically in the phase of the impulse, and the directionality is long, which is good. What's not good for me is that it's just a manipulation bar. Um, yeah, so I don't know if it wants, like I would assume it wants to break, because like more likely than not it will break counter trend level, and it will respect the trend level. So like the trend have a tendency to continue. So I'm not saying it's gonna like reverse, but like we're always cautious about at least some correction from a resistance level. That's what I see on monthly. On daily, I don't see like the signs of reversal as of yet, because I don't see any significant volume at the monthly resistance level. It gave us this volume, but it's like, yeah, you see. Well, never mind this volume. Yeah, American stocks like to tease you and like give you volume, the biggest volume in all random places. Like this volume, why it is not here? So weird. Like in crypto, it's way more. It's like crypto is way more by the book. It's like smoother. It just goes. It's just so nice to watch. Oh, by the way, they pay dividends. I can add them to my watch. Um, but yeah, like it's so weird. This volume is not here. But anyhow, it has volume to support. This volume to support. So like the volume, this volume distribution is still long. So this is good. But yeah, that's like the resistance level of the superior time frame is definitely not the place for me to even to look for a long trade. I would be more so looking. I wouldn't be looking for short here either. But it's like there's like two skills, like several skills, three skills, like three main skills. Is first one is to trade in the direction of the weakness, in the direction of the strength, to place yourself like in the right position in the market, in the right direction of the market. And the second skill is not to place yourself into the wrong direction of the market. And those two, even though it sounds counterintuitive, but those two are like different skills. First one is to define the strengths and play along it, and second is to define the weakness and not to play alongside. So here I cannot set up a trade by my rules. I cannot set up a trade here because it's at the resistance level. But at least what I can do is not to potentially put myself in the wrong direction of the market. So it's here now. It needs to form transitory extremum on daily. Mm, for like super now, it's technically, I like that the volume is below. It's not at the jump over creek, but it's here where it doesn't really interact with the level of like superior time frames. But there was some fight here, I'd assume. And whatever happened here is won by buyers for now, by bulls. Doesn't make much sense because this setup is monthly, not daily. Once again, like you have a tendency to call Now you fixed it, I see. So like your setups are really 1 to 2 risk to reward, but you also call it off daily chart. But this setup is like too big. So maybe, you know what? No, never mind. No, this setup is, yeah, it's kind of like in between. It's a little bit too big. If this level doesn't exist, the monthly level didn't exist, I would love to see it something like this. Comes here, manipulates, you put your stop below the manipulation tail, and then you go. Um, Now it hangs kind of like in the middle of nowhere. It's not protecting anything because the last like volume I see, like wave level I see, is here. So I would love to see it being manipulated, and then put your stop loss below the low of this manipulation signal, and then the stop loss is functional. This is like non-functional stop loss. We'll call it technical stop loss. I don't think it protects you from anything. But yeah, this level is here. So if monthly level didn't exist, I would put this level here. Just don't trade this. Like, don't see markets like that. In this regard, then your stop loss is like way below. So like at least you have some protection here, and zero point 0.5 of the entire daily movement, and it's in zero point 0.5. Yeah, this is a good level, but I don't even put it because now it's at resistance level of monthly. So I don't see it like that. Yeah, the rest looks good, and it's at all-time highs, right? And monthly. So technically, yeah, technically there is nothing that should be in your face. Yeah, I recognize your what do you call your style? Case style, machina. Machine just goes. The machine just grinds higher. So good. Okay, Casey, I want to go for now. It's almost like noon in LA, and I'll be leaving my home soon. I have errands to run. But yeah, good luck with your trades. I think you're doing all right on. And this one you didn't enter yet, right? If you didn't enter this one, the good thing I see about it is that you like start like potty training yourself to buy at least a little bit of dip. This dip doesn't make sense yet, but at least it's kind of, you know, something. So like you saw the yeah, absolutely. You saw the strengths. You wanted like, yeah, at least to like give you a little bit of salsa. So you start sprinkling. Are you in this trade already, or are you setting it up? Because if you're not, I'm very glad, because like you start enjoying a little bit of salsa, a little bit of dip. I hope so. But if you're in the trade, it's good regardless. But yeah, man. I'm gonna go for now. I see you later. I'll stream again like in the night once I'm home back from the rehearsal, and see you then. Yeah.